Could it be another head strap already? Defanti, or Topcube, as some of you have been asking for, which looks identical to this strap, has another kind of solution. Looks kind of like an Elite, but with a few hints of a halo to it. Let's check it out. These kinds of boxes never get easier to open. This thing will set you back $36, except right now there's a $6 off. So $30 if you buy it from Defanti, not to be mixed up with Defanti when I tried to find this on Amazon. Apparently Defanti is a makeup company and that's all that would show up for me. Hey, it comes with a cleaning cloth. Already starting out, it's got a weird thing going on. So like, you can see the gear hanging out on this side until you loosen it a bit and then it hides. Gear doesn't sound good. We're off to a bit of a rough start there. Let's get this thing put together though. A Velcro spot to fit your back pad that is shaped like that, and a back pad that's shaped like that. So most of the time when I've seen these, the way they end up facing is downward with some gap, but I mean, no matter what, you're gonna have some of this hanging off, so you might have to switch it either way to feel it. That's if anybody ends up getting this. Unlike other straps, it's got like this weird mid-head pad right here. It's gonna land on top of your head, so I'm curious. I'm gonna switch it out with this one because I want to be able to compare it to the M1 Pro over there. It looks like it does snap on the side, which some people were saying they like that. They don't like that some of them, you can pull them straight off. Once you get it aimed right, it actually hooks on really nice. That feels good about it. No problems with the Bobo VR F2 fan. Now, someone was asking me in the comments, did they retract on their own as a test to start looking for? This one doesn't really. If you set it to a spot, it stays. If you shake it around, it might start to retract, but it does stay there pretty well. The padding on top is overkill, that huge square pad up there that they put on. It's like really thick and cushy, but it doesn't squish down at all on your face. I gotta say, it's actually surprisingly comfortable. The back does not give me any confidence. The gear sounds terrible. It doesn't feel good. And I'm getting a little bit of rubbing on my ears right here. It's not gonna win any stability awards, bouncing around pretty hard on the front of my face, although your facial interface can make a difference. If you have one that fits your face really good, that might help. It definitely wiggles a lot. It is pretty comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's the most quality thing, especially when you're trying to unwind that when it's on your head. It makes kind of a horrible grindy sound. And then you've got these openings that could be a potential weak point. I mean, you look at that and it's very easy to just flex and bend that. That kind of freaks me out. But at 30 bucks, that's pretty cheap in the world of Quest straps. It's got a pivot point on the side that goes all the way up and down, which might help some people who really want to have some flexibility when they put it on. So that's unusual. Usually those don't go that far. And it does give you some ability to turn it up and kind of do some stuff and then drop it back down your face. So you know what? It's decent. It's decent. For a budget strap, it does more than most budget straps do, but being a budget strap, you are giving up some quality. It doesn't feel like the strongest thing ever, but for some reason I am surprised. So one more test, I'm gonna flip this pad over and see if that changes how it feels for me. I don't really know which way this pad's supposed to go. Okay, we definitely had it right the first time. Do not put the pad this way on it. Put the pad in this way. Although maybe if you have a different head shape than mine, who knows, maybe that could feel better for you. But it immediately felt like it was gonna slip off my head and I felt it pushing weirdly on my forehead as a result. All right, just in the interest of being thorough, I'm gonna play a few games, really get in there, wobble this thing around, see what it does for me, see if it gets a little uncomfortable after wearing it for a little while. So hang out, I will be right back to give you my final thoughts on this.
Number 3, the Twister.
Ow, damn it.
31 bucks, 30 bucks. If you can get it at that price, this is not bad. You're not gonna get a lot of strap at that price from any other company. This isn't gonna compare to an M1 and M2 Pro. It's not gonna keep up with nice straps like that, but if you're primarily on a budget, 30 is your limit, this is a decent strap. Especially if you're someone that doesn't love halo straps, because most of the cheaper budget straps that we find lately have been halos. You can find it for like $26, $27 on Amazon. This is more of your normal Elite style, but like the Kiwi Elite, it somehow balances enough with this really thick, cushy padding like the Kiwi has that keeps that weight off your face. The only thing that really I hate on it is the gear. The gear's not great. The gear definitely makes me wonder if this thing is gonna last, but at 30 bucks, if you're looking for something budgetary to hold you through until you find something better, I'm sure it would at least hold out long enough. And that feature there, is actually pretty nice when it comes to taking off during gameplay, pulling it up when you want to do something. So I will leave a link in the description with that disclaimer. This is a budget option. Don't get this thing so you think you're getting a great strap. Get it because it's cheap. So thank you so much for coming out with me today. If anybody out there has this or the Topcube and you think maybe the Topcube is a little different because it looks really close, but I don't have one in hand to prove it's exactly the same strap, I'd love to hear in the comments what you think of the Topcube. I want to say thank you for coming out, being here with us today, and I'll see you in another reality. Noise, noise.